Good evening, everyone. We are live from Holton High School here in Holton, Kansas. It's second round of playoffs. It's going to be the Perry Lecompton Cause matching up against the ranked Holton Wildcats. Joining me, as always, it's Mark Armstrong. Mark, you're back.
I'm back.
You're with us.
Good place to be. I tell you, Friday night, second round of the playoff. What did you call it a couple of minutes ago, JB?
I said this round is where it gets real.
It's where it gets real is exactly right. A couple of interesting teams, old foes from years gone by, and set to battle. A good one tonight.
Can't wait. Also up here, and again, we're open air tonight. I think every away game we've been out in the stands and set things up. So, Armin, what do you think? You ready for another outdoor cast here?
I am ready. Got my gloves, got my hat on. Mark Armstrong didn't have to bring it for me tonight. And this is football weather. This is a little bit brisk, but, I mean, it's a beautiful night for football.
Absolutely is. Also helping us out, Will Gantz got the technology running. And we will not have the sideline camera tonight, but we will have some good footage for you nonetheless. So as we mentioned, it's playoff time, so we're going to go through that weekly rundown as we typically do and see what we have for you here. Again, first off, we're going to look at scores from last week. Again, first round of the playoffs, it was Perry Lecompton 28, Sabetha 21 in round one. Holton, the team we're playing here tonight, they were all over Santa Fe Trail 58-18. As I understand, I don't know if you guys heard this, there was a little bit of, I think one of the Santa Fe Trail players had something happen before the game. It was kind of a tense moment, and but everything did come out all right, as I understand. But again, I think it did upset the beginning to that game just a little bit. So I hope that young man is doing fine. Topeka Hayden 49, Hiawatha 0, Rock Creek 34, Bishop Ward 17. So that was when we kind of talked about. We thought the Cyclones might make a little noise in that round.
I did. Bishop Ward has a lot of good athletes out there. They just don't have the discipline yet. They don't have the history that puts them in the playoffs and winning that game. But they're pretty good.
I think they'll continue to improve as as next year comes about too. Also, Girard 35, Caney Valley 8. Again, Girard winning that district over Frontenac, so that'll be one to keep an eye on. Parsons 28, Prairie View 26. Another one that's kind of surprising. You know, guys, at the beginning of the year, we thought
we were picking
Prairie
them.
View.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. I'm not sure what went on down there, but they had everybody coming back from a pretty good team last year. So that's kind of a surprising one, I think, to all of us.
I agree. And 2 years in a row, really. They had really a good team, and we thought they were going to have a better team the next year. Just hasn't worked out that way.
And Frontenac 26, Columbus 6. Galena 50, Burlington 6. So again, all the teams that lost last week, they are done. They're packing up, getting ready for buffer week next week, and the other teams play on here tonight. So let's take a look then at these matchups. Again, what you're seeing on your screen now is the East bracket, and again, what we're going to look at is going to be down here at the bottom. Again, that's our Perry Lecompton team matching up against Holton. Again, the winner of this game, as you can see, is going to be playing the winner of Girard and Parsons. So that's how the East side is matching up, and it gets into scenarios as far as who's going to be on the road, who's going to be at home. So we'll just leave that for a little bit later time and figure that out. Other matchups tonight, it's going to be Galena and Frontenac, which should be a very good game, and Topeka Hayden and Rock Creek. Again, I think Rock Creek's a pretty good team. We got to see a little bit of video on them as we watch this Holton team. What do you think in that one, guys?
Well, I think Rock Creek has all the tools to play Hayden even all the way down the line. I think they could win that game.
I think good.
And I think Hayden's on a roll. I've seen some more footage of them recently, and their passing game has been just bizarrely great, if I can say that, because the game against us was like, where did this come from? And they've always had a strong running game, so their defense is more than solid. So that'd be a tough goal for Rock Creek, but you never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
I agree. It's going to be interesting to see those scores as we go through. On the west side of the bracket, so here's the matchups for you. We haven't covered this too much yet, but starting up top, it's Riley County and Concordia. Andale, we know them really well. Andale and Holcomb matching up there. Again, Andale still undefeated. I think they are at 67 wins in a row, if I heard that right. So they're on quite a streak. Southeast of Saline, which from what I've heard out west, they're a very good football team this year. Be interesting to see how they go. I think Chapman is a good team too. In fact, Chapman played this Holton team pretty close at the beginning of the year. And then the final one there is going to be Wichita Collegiate and Cheney, which should be another outstanding matchup. So that's all of your games in 3A tonight. And again, Mark and Armin, as we talk, on each side, there's 8 teams left playing football on each side of this bracket from East and West. So, again, when you get to this point, you're going to be playing some very good competition.
Yep.
Let's look here at the Wildcat schedule. Again, the Wildcats coming in 9-0. Again, last year, a good season, too. I don't know if you guys remember this. Holton only had 2 losses last year.
Yep.
Both of them to these Caws. So I think we've matched up with Holton, it seems like, 2 times for the last couple of years, and this one no different. So this should be an interesting matchup here tonight. Again, the recent scores for the Wildcats. Sorry, let me go back on that one a little bit. The recent scores there for the Wildcats, again, it's going to be 58-18 last week over Santa Fe Trail, 54-0 Jeff West, and 41-21 over Rock Creek. So those are the last 3. Wildcats have put on some really good points here recently. As you watch that video, watching this team, gentlemen, what'd you pick up on this team?
Well, I'll be honest with you. They're a team that's getting better. They settled into what they do, and they do it extremely well. And when you look at 58 points they stuck on Santa Fe Trail last week, that just says it all. I mean, these guys are good.
And I agree that I think they're a lot of other things go into that. They're fundamentally sound, they're physical, and they do very few things very well.
Yeah.
Actually, they're so well disciplined.
Yeah.
It's that coaching is just one of the things that's worked to their tremendous advantage this year.
One of the things I talked about, Armin, with you earlier today was I said I thought this team was very balanced. And when I say balanced, I don't mean running the ball, passing the ball. Because as we look at the stats, they run the ball 93% of the time.
Yep.
So what I mean by balance is who's running and who's getting the yards for that team. If you look at their quarterback, their fullback, and the 2 halfbacks, I mean, it is almost identical in how many times and how many yards they're getting. I mean, I think they split that up anywhere from 27% being about the highest percentage of that yards for that starting backfield, with the lowest being about 23. So they're all in that for the season, 550 yard up to 650 or 60 yard range for the season. That is tremendous, and it's hard for a defense to stop.
And I will tell you that is almost unheard of at any level. To have 4 backs, all 4 of them in the same backfield, all 4 starting and splitting 25% apiece, basically.
Yeah. And you'll hear us talk about this several times tonight, but we'll talk about defensively being assignment sound. Every running back is accounted for by somebody on the defense. Might be the inside linebacker's got the dive back. The next linebacker outside might have the second. And so on down the line, whoever they've got assigned to take that carrier. And if they do their job, you have success. But if you miss or forget, bang.
Yeah, if you miss one, it's not good.
Yeah.
In that last matchup, we played this game, this team in week 3, and went back and looked at that. They didn't have a lot of really big, when I say big, 60, 70, 80-yard breakaway plays, but they had big chunks.
Yep.
Their average yards per carry or per play, 7.7.
Yeah. And you take that into under account for first downs. If you got second down and 3, boy, you can do lots of stuff, and it doesn't really matter because you know you're going to get 7 yards on the following play. So, anyway.
And we'll talk a little bit more about what you think keys this game here coming up. Let's look real quick again at the Cause schedule on this one. And, again, we have that up on the screen now. Coming in with that 6-3 record. Again, starting out with those 2 losses early on, one to Hiawatha, which, again, we've talked about that one before of not being full strength. And then the loss to Holton, the 28-7. Going down through, the only other loss after that was to Topeka Hayden, in which we just didn't match up well on that one. But for the Cause, again, to see a nice 6-3 record, I think this team has shown some definite flashes of potential, especially defensively. Armin, we've talked last week. We thought their defensive plan last week was spot on.
Yeah, it was exciting to see early because we walked up guys onto the line of scrimmage. We looked like we had 4 front and then some at 5. There were 6 guys up there. There's a bunch of people in the box, but we still had our linebackers doing their jobs from whatever position they were lining up as. It was impressive. I think we're going to have to do that again tonight.
I agree. All right, again, wrapping this one up, and this is the quote here. This round, this is where it gets real, as we've said. So it should be an interesting night here this evening, and camera a little bit, and kind of let's talk a little bit about the keys to this game. As you guys watched video, what do you think that the Cause need to do here tonight to make this work?
Well, I think one of the things I just alluded to, I think that we've got to be aggressive and really creative on defense again. Give them different looks and not let them know who, we've got to mix them up too. Just like they're trying to mix us up on offense, they want to set up one play by, well, of course, with their wishbone, they continually do that. But I think that's one of the things we have to do, defense.
Yep.
Well, I think I was thinking about this on yesterday, and got to thinking about what really kills a team in a game like this would be critical errors.
Good point.
Missing a tackle and the kid runs for 17 yards instead of 7. Fumbles, mishandling a punt, things like that, the critical errors. I think our offense is good enough to score points. I don't know how many we've got in us tonight, but I think we need to avoid critical errors, and any coach would tell you that in any game, but in the playoffs I think it's even more important. So that would be the key that I would think.
Well, one of the things I will note is after watching the game that we played, Game 3 against Holton, the Cause committed a huge number of mistakes, just missed blocks, missed tackles, things that they could have done much better. And so one of the keys that I see is very similar to what you're saying, execution. You got to execute. You got to be at your job. You got to execute that job, and you got to carry it through.
Well, if you think back to that first game, too, I think it was didn't Hayden or Holton have 21 points at halftime?
I think that's right.
It was. The second half was played fairly evenly, and we got down to the goal line and an inch away, and we couldn't put it in. So I think that's something to look forward to. If our kids can remember that, and as opposed to the first half, we've got a fighting chance, more than a fighting chance. I think our kids are good enough to knock these guys off.
Well, I think one thing I mentioned to JB earlier tonight, I want you to look for tonight, though, is how many piles are there out on the field? Because this wishbone offense makes 3 guys at any time that could get the ball, and the defense has to honor all 3 of those people.
Yep.
And sometimes you're going to see 2 and 3 piles down there, and somebody else got the ball on the outside. So we got to be prepared.
I agree, and I think as we've talked again, we've seen this Holton team so many times. I think first down is critical. If you can keep that first down play at 1 or 2 yards, I think it helps you out. But if you give up the 4 or 5, like you mentioned earlier, that second down becomes a lot easier. Another key thing is going to be the penalties. If that holding penalty comes in on Holton, well, now 1st and 20 looks a lot different for a running team than 1st and 10. So I think that'll be interesting to kind of watch to see how that plays out. And again, you never know, high school football, I think turnovers. If you can turn the ball over a few times, force a couple of that ball to get on the ground, take a possession away from a good team, and give your own team another possession, a lot of things can happen here on a Friday night.
That's exactly right.
All right, guys, well, let's wrap up here, and we'll get a few words from the sponsor, and we'll be back for the kickoff of this one shortly. The USD Live Media Stream is brought to you by Ham Company, a strong employer in Jefferson County for over 75 years, providing service in waste management, asphalt, road construction, and quarries. And McRae Lumber, with 2 convenient locations in Topeka and Lawrence. Be sure to call R.J. Brown at the Lawrence location or Travis Daniels at the Topeka location for all of your home improvement needs. And First State Bank and Trust, your local full-service bank with hometown pride. Let their friendly staff help you with loans, savings, and checking. And Crown Toyota. Whether you're looking for a new or used Toyota car, truck, or SUV, you'll find it at Crown Toyota in Lawrence. Contact the experienced staff at Crown Toyota and set up your test drive today. All right, teams are out for the coin toss here, Mark. Mark, got a prediction on the coin toss? Who's winning?
Cause win.
Okay.
We defer if they win. That's
correct.
Normally what they do.
We would defer.
Teams like Holton, they don't want the ball first. They want to jam it down your throat and establish the running game and say, here we go, boys, strap it on. But I think the Cause may prefer to play defense first time around. as Armin and I, we have lamented about that over the years.
And if they're playing defense first round, then Holton's okay. But if Holton's kicking, what are we going to have to be watching for, young man?
Well, not this early in the game.
Oh, okay. Well, don't tell me that.
And we had one of those last
week.
And I wasn't there to say anything. How about that?
That's right. Yeah, the onside kick is what we're talking about. Yes.
All right, see what we got.
Cause have won the toss and have elected to defer.
The Cause have won the toss.
A surprise.
Second half.
So that'll be the Holton Wildcats. Again, Holton tonight in those kind of grayish blue helmets. Blue tops, blue pants. The Cause will be in their away white jerseys, those silver helmets, and gray pants. So Cause will be traveling, going left to right on the screen. Holton going right to left here in this first quarter. Well, gentlemen, here it is. Are we ready for round 2 of playoffs?
We have a choice?
I was going to say, you better be. It's a great night for a football game, high school football game. Here we are up in Holton. Temperature is pretty comfortable, probably close to low 50s, I suppose, something like that. And no wind whatsoever. So you look out over the countryside, you see lights from about 3,000 miles away. Just kidding. And, perfect night. Yes, good view up here and pretty good crowd.
I will tell you from this setting, though, when we're early in the season, this view up here is really nice because you kind of see a valley kind of out to the north, so it's really kind of a scenic view.
A pastoral scene.
Tonight it's, as you said, Mark, it's dark and we see farmlands.
Yeah, how about that?
Okay. As mentioned, the Cause are going to start this one off, kicking off back deep for the Wildcats. It looks like that's going to be number 11, Lears, and number 13. That is Booth. He is out there. We were talking earlier. We didn't see him.
Yeah, I saw him down there earlier. He wasn't. Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We don't know who's going to start in any position anyway. So.
Remember about Holton, too. They like to run that sideline wall, and then they try to get up the sideline and that. So
yes, they do. And they're pretty effective at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see if that's coming. They're up close, too. They are not very deep. So
let's see if we can get a nice kickoff.
See if Easton can drop it over their head to send a message to them.
Not much wind either direction right now. So
It does look up here. Holton got a new scoreboard this year. One thing I didn't notice. Set this up. Nice play clock. I think they've had those before.
Yeah.
All right, regional round. Here we go. Fill it about the 25. It's going to be Booth trying the right side. He has some room over there. Take it out to about the 42.
I think that was number 24. Zane Rector got that tackle.
Pretty good field position. Something we didn't want to give away right away, but that kick did not go totally deep, and Cause will try to pin Holton down right away with some solid defense. We'll see what kind of a setup the Cause come out with this time.
Their drive on their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right, it'd be interesting to see what kind of front last week. I know they showed that 6-man front a little bit. This week it's going to be, it's like Monaghan, number 60, back in there on the outside backer position. And here goes some outside play. It's going to be a dive up the middle.
Nice job.
Well done.
A little bit different look on the defense.
Definitely.
Guys, what are you seeing there?
Well, it looked to me like an even defense.
An even defense.
Front.
And then they've got some linebackers that are pulling up here, and this is going to be a quick fire here.
That's one thing Holton really likes to do is to run it right at you, jam it down your throats. There it is inside again.
Another nice job by the Cause.
It looks short gain again. Going to bring up a 3rd down. We're going to call it about a 4.
If I had a chance to look at that, I'd say we're getting some good backside penetration in that A gap and getting to him a little bit quicker.
All right, here's your 3rd down play. Lears, your quarterback, turns. He gives.
Second back.
Going to the right side.
Nice right there.
He's stacked
Monaghan.
up.
Number 60.
Yeah, welcome back, Mr. Monaghan. Looks like no gain on that 3rd down play. 4th down and 3 coming up. We'll call it 2.
They are in 4-down territory, though.
Oh, yeah. Nice job by Wes.
So here we are on that 10:45, the first 4th down conversion coming up for the Holton Wildcats. It's going to be to the second back through number 10.
Oh, yeah!
Nice. Cause turn him over on downs. Reiki Tooley flies up from that cornerback position and does the job.
These guys are prepared. I mean, the Cause really are prepared. They're flying to the ball. They got a head on everybody. I'm impressed.
Well, Coach Paramore pulls it out to start the game. That defense kind of rose up and smacked the enemy.
You know, I will say this, too. It's really nice to see Wes Monaghan in there. Here's a senior who had a dislocated shoulder, thought he played his last game, and he's I don't know if he's gutting it out or what, but he's out there tonight.
Either way, he's got a little more gas left in the tank, doesn't he?
That's right. He's playing outside linebacker now.
And boys, we need to get going or we're going to get a delay of game here. We're down to 8 seconds. Come on, Gunner. Get him going.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for this offensive set. And here's a snap. The Cause get it away.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
False start was going to be the call, not a delay.
I thought they were going to call a delay on that.
I did. That could be true. I didn't see it. I did too. I thought they were going to call delay.
I don't know if a lot of folks out there are knowledgeable about our blocking scheme. I don't know if that's something we watch, but I think we're going to find a couple of different blocking schemes out here tonight to try to tangle with that front 7 that Holton has.
Well, that's one of the things we got to do is mix things up.
Yep.
Ball takes a snap, pump fakes once, rolls to his left, has a man out there, flips it ahead to Cale Gorski. Gorski has it over the 45, down to the 44-yard line. So nice pickup, about 11 yards on that first down.
And that's a change on one of their patterns. They run somebody out and deep, and then Cale just comes back inside and bites. And
well, there's a good reason for that because Cale's been pretty effective this year on a deep pass.
That's a nice 10-yard pickup.
2 receivers right and the tight end to the right side. Cale Gorski all alone to the top of the screen. Gunner Ball going to look to throw again here on second down. Flips it ahead, has a man. Ty Williams has it down at the 35. Williams still on his feet. Takes it down to the 31. Cause are on the move.
Again, they've adjusted some of their passing routes. I think we start watching those passing routes, you'll see things that we haven't necessarily seen consistently throughout the year. They've just made a couple of changes, a couple of wrinkles.
Well, one thing I've noticed so far is a lot of time for Gunner Ball to throw the ball.
Yep.
We'll see what kind of pressure that Holton's going to try to dial up here.
2 receivers left, 1 right. 34 Reich and Rush set up in the backfield just to the left side of Gunner Ball. Give Reich and Rush up the middle. Nothing there. Kind of slowed down looking for an opening and didn't find it.
Not much. I think had that right side have exploded a little bit more, we had something because we pulled the H back. That's the a back just off the line of scrimmage outside the tackle. They pulled him back inside like a pulling guard and went right up inside, but wasn't enough of a gap in there to do much.
2nd down and 8 play coming up for the Cause. Number 24, Zane Rector, moves out to that left side, so 3 receivers set to the left. Gunner Ball going to try a little keep left side, pulls it up. A lot of blue shirts there on that left side. Stacked up, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Holton Wildcats are very tough against the run, and that's going to be a tough thing for Gunner Ball to do tonight right now.
Well, I think after the last time they played us, I think their head coach had probably reminded them about number 7 and how well he can run the ball.
All right, it's going to be Gorski and Williams left. Jackson Payne to the right, 32. Cause coming set up front, showing some pressure. The Wildcats are coming, have a little pressure, flips it ahead. That pass is going to be broken up. Intended out there for Ty Williams, incomplete. 4th down and 8 coming up.
So that's one of those things that ball doesn't hang up there, Armin. It's a complete pass. It just hung up there. And had he also thrown it deep, of course, the man that was on Gorski broke off to make that play too, though. I think so far, Armin.
Well, I think Cause is doing well so far. It'd be interesting to see what this call is here. 1st down is certainly within our grasp here.
Okay, passing play for Gunner Ball. Pump fakes once, looks ahead, flips ahead, has a man.
Oh,
Jackson Payne takes it inside the 20, down to the 15. Cause are in the red zone.
Cause on the move.
You know, one thing we kept saying last week, actually all this year, we've got an exceptionally good core of receivers, and there again, there's one of our receivers that catches the ball when you throw it to him.
A lot of time to throw, too.
Yeah, now that's good news.
Good pass protection by the O-line.
In the Wildcats showing that three-man defensive front, two linebackers stacked in behind them. Gunner Ball running the option, fakes the pitch, spins around, and he is covered up quickly. Boy, the Wildcats are set up for that running play.
Yep. They are. And on that option, they had everything covered.
Yep. That outside linebacker played it well on that side. No place to go for Gunner. But we've got 3 downs to get it, so there's no punting at this point.
Loss of about 2. We'll call it a 2nd down and 12 coming up. Offense spread out throughout the field. That spread formation. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Gunner Ball is going to roll to his right, look to throw, jump pass, flips it ahead, has a man. Jackson Payne again inside the 10. Close to that first down yardage.
Yeah, and now we got a big down, 3rd down and short, but as you've said before, this is 4-down territory.
Yeah. Well, I like the concept. Anytime you get a mobile quarterback like Gunner rolling, it puts extra pressure on the defense. If he runs, they got to come up.
What I really like, too, is that we've been able to hold on to this ball. It's a nice, sustained drive. Nice. We need to score.
All right, here's your 3rd down play. Gunner Ball going to look to throw again, rolling to his left, has some pressure, goes to the corner.
Oh.
That ball's picked off just right in between those 2 tall receivers.
That's right. That's probably in the end zone. Yep, he's coming out to the 20.
Yep.
Oh, if we just had a little bit more aggressiveness by the receivers out there, we could have at least batted that down, but it just dropped, like you said, Armin, between them.
There's a replay.
Yeah, had 2 of them there. Just needed to decide to go long or short on that, didn't he?
They both needed to go for it. They both kind of stood and looked at it, I think.
Yeah.
If Cale had tried to jump forward or the other receiver had gone for it more successfully or aggressively. But Holton comes up with a big stop on 3rd down.
6:29 remaining here in this first quarter. And Holton Wildcats with the ball. Caw showing some pressure up the middle.
Motion penalty.
Probably.
Yep, false start backs them up 5.
And again, the first back through was pretty well covered.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, 1st and 15 after the penalty. Holton showing that full house backfield. Little cross play, and woo, that was opened up. Good thing somebody tripped him up.
They had a lot of activity going down there. I don't know how they found him because I sure lost him.
That was a little counter play we've seen many times, and it was open. It was just one of the caught defenders got a hand out there.
That's Walker Pringle playing the middle linebacker there.
And again, 2nd back through. I think that's going to be Booth.
Yeah.
Nope, that's number 10, Fletcher. Fletcher with a big carry gets it out close to the first down marker. Gunner Ball, I think, on the tackle. Looks like they're going to have it or just a little short?
Just a little short, I guess. Oh, they did. I was going to say, I thought they was over.
I thought they touched it. All right, 1st down play again. Going to be on the ground, number 25 to the right side. He has some room. Another big gain up there, picking up about 13.
Now, you said something important earlier, Armin. You said they're stopping that first back. Well,
That's
guess
right.
what? They're giving it to the second back now.
And that is exactly why their offense is so effective, is once you stop one thing, something else opens up. At least that's what they hope.
Wildcat 46.
Lear's the quarterback, ready for this snap.
Second back.
Second back through again. Good power running. That's the fullback, Jace Boswell.
That's interesting. They run the fullback as the second back through. They lead with the onside halfback, and then they must delay that fullback just a little bit. But he's pretty effective with that.
2nd down and 5.
Another 5-yard gain there on 1st down. Again in the backfield, it's Booth, Fletcher, and Boswell for the Wildcats. It's going to be number 25 this time. Sorry, that's not Booth. 25 for the Wildcats is Hernandez. He's the ball carrier.
One of the things I like, Arm, is one of your keys. We've got lots of bodies around the ball.
Yeah,
and I think that prevents the long breakaway.
Sooner or later, you want to stop them for that short gain and force them to do something that they're not comfortable doing.
Yep.
All right, this time the Wildcats break the bone. They have a flanker to the left side. Give, it's going to be Fletcher, number 10. Fletcher picking up about 5. He needed 1, so another first down for the Wildcats.
Knifing through there.
Yep.
Just enough of a hole, a seam there, and he stayed low, too. He was almost crawling on his hands and knees, it looked like.
Number 13, Booth back in the game at the left halfback. 10, Fletcher goes to that left wing. Second back through, it's going to be Booth. He finds his way up the middle. First down, picks up about 7.5.
Yeah, Monaghan on the tackle, but he didn't make it until he got picked up at 6-7 yards.
Yeah, he was running, not backwards, but running the opposite direction to try to catch him. He was catching up to him instead of hitting head on out of his area.
Second down play, a little counter action. That's going to be 13. He has some room on his feet down inside the 15. Booth takes the ball down to the 12.
See, that's what happens. You set up flow, and the ball goes side of flow, side of flow, side of flow, and then all of a sudden you counter back.
Yeah.
Well, Caw's going to have to stiffen up here a little bit. Get this stop, keep him out of the end zone here with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
And here's the play.
There we go.
Yeah, stacked him up there. Going to, looks like maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain. Call it 1.
It's Lechner on that play, I think, made that first hit. Number 66, junior. Had a good year this year.
Up front, those 2 A-gaps look like 51, Conklin, and 62, Jeremiah Monroe. This time going to the left side. Booth tripped up and just couldn't get him behind that line.
Williams did a great job, came in low, but he just was able to step right through it.
Picks up 4, going to be a 3rd down and 5. All right, see what we got here again, the broken bone look. So they have a wing back to the left. That's number 10, Fletcher at the wing.
Watch for him go right.
Pass.
Here's Lears, little option play to the left, a pitch to the outside.
He's done.
And I think he's going to get in there. He gets around that corner. So
didn't have enough bodies out there, Armin.
What's that?
They just didn't have enough bodies out there.
And that's part of that offense that they run, creating a situation where we have to watch so many different people.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's a guy that's established who's supposed to be able to pick up that pitch man, and somebody wasn't there.
Just didn't have enough.
Number 11, Lears on to attempt the point after. High snap, kick gets down and up and good. So your score here, Holton, 7-0, 2:26 remaining in the first quarter.
So now, as in games past, it's pretty important that the Cause have an answer here.
Yep. Yeah, we can't afford to let them score and then we do nothing. It's a big turn of events to come about that the Cause will have to deal with here.
First, we want the ball.
Yep.
And we want to score. Second, we want to take some time off the clock because we don't want them controlling the game.
Right.
If we can control our offensive side, it'd be a heck of a game tonight.
Well, and Cause, the first series, guys, and JB, I know you agree with this too, we controlled the defense. We really passed right over them, passed through them. They looked good until that final throw in the corner that was picked.
Yep. Yeah, they moved the ball well. Yep. And, again, that one mistake, can cost you. So, the thing is that, Cause need to answer here.
Yep.
Get right back at this with a little over 2 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Back deep for the Cause, Riken Rush 34, number 7, Gunnar Ball. And Lears can kick it. Let's just see what he decides to do. Looks like it's going to be filled cleanly at the 10. Gunnar Ball has that. Looking for some room. Spin move. Takes it across the 25 to the 26.
Good return and good coverage on their part, too. So that's where we're going to start.
Let's see if we can pick up where we left off. Move the ball pretty well. It's, like you say, take some time off the clock and just go with it.
Well, here's where execution is so important. Every play. Positive yards. Don't make any big mistakes.
Yep.
Cause begin their drive on their own 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can continue what they started in drive number 1. Gunner Ball takes a snap. He's going to have a quarterback keep to the left side. Steps up, takes a hard hit there.
Ball came out.
May have popped out.
It did pop out.
What are they going to call here? Second down, so Cause must have got a back gain of about 3.
Down and 7.
And got to hang on to that ball, boys.
Yep, can't make any mistakes in a game like this.
Okay, see what we got here on second down. 32, Jackson Payne at the bottom of the screen. Just inside of him, Ty Williams, number 10. Gunner Ball going to look to throw. Has some time, has to step up. Has some pressure, flips it ahead. Has his man, Kel Gorski, over on the sideline. Kel coming up about a yard short of that first down marker.
He did a nice job coming back for the ball and stayed just in bounds, sat down, and got the ball.
Yep.
And Gunner did a nice job of eluding the defense.
Yes,
they were,
he did.
Yeah, he did.
all but on him.
3rd down and 1.
Oh, here, critical play right here, Armin.
Yes, it is. Not what you'd consider 4-down territory necessarily here.
Nope.
Okay, Ball checks that defense. He's going to keep it and just try to move ahead to get that yard.
And he did.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Nice job by the whole line of kind of neutralizing
Yeah,
the
it is.
defense. And we should talk about their linemen. They are big on both sides of the line, and that's a definite advantage for Holton.
Yeah, big up front, and again, linebacker play for the Holton Wildcats pretty good as well. Again, it's no reason or surprise that this team is ranked in Class 3A right now. Gunner Ball going to look to throw again, has pressure from the outside, has to get away, flush to his left, throws it, and Cale Gorski went up high, just couldn't come down with it.
Just Lyman got beat up front. The defensive end just kind of ran around him and couldn't get his back foot out there to cut him off. So,
well, that's what those things kind of happen if the defense can start to learn to tee off. They get put a little more pressure.
All they're going to do is pass. That's an advantage to the defensive front. You bet.
Yeah. I'm not so sure on that play when he threw that. I think he had Reich and Rush going down behind
I think
Cale.
he did too.
I think he was trying to go to him.
That's the second time, though, we've had a little mix-up with receivers in the same area.
Second down and 10 play for the Caw offense. Wildcats showing pressure. They bring it. Ball tipped. And that will be incomplete. And, yeah, we kind of saw a corner blitz on that.
Yep.
Why was that incomplete? Did it hit the ground?
Tipped away and then hit the ground.
Okay, it did hit the ground. I thought maybe – actually, I was hoping that Wes got himself a reception.
Well, the Caws have dug themselves a little bit of a hole here. 3rd and 10, we're certainly capable of getting it, but kind of puts a clamp down on our play selection.
Yeah, so Caw's going to have to get to their own 49.
I think you're going to see pressure again.
And here comes the pressure. You called it. Blitz coming. Gunner Ball steps up, gets away from a man, goes to that left sideline. He has a first down and steps out of bounds.
Nice job. Make them pay.
Yeah,
they
that's
blitz,
the man,
make them pay.
That's the man that can make you sorry that you.
But again, we're getting a lot of pressure on the outside, and Gunner's doing a great job of seeing it or feeling it and then eluding it.
I tell you what, though, they keep bringing that corner blitz. Sooner or later, he's going to attack that corner where it came from and have a one-on-one shot. All right, another first down for the Caws. Their 5th of the evening already. It's going to be a running play. Reich and Rush to the left side. Rush spun around.
I think it's interesting watching the receiver down here. The defender is in a kind of a press coverage, and he grabs Payne and actually swung him around, which is technically holding. Yeah, it's illegal. It shouldn't be done. I've noticed that the last
and Jackson's going to have to figure out how to shed that.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's going to have to beat it early. He's going to have to swim through or.
That's the same kind of defensive coverage we saw 2 years against Andale.
Yes, Andale.
Yeah. And they did the same thing. Yeah, they defended with their hands.
Second down play. Gunner Ball rolls to the right side. Pressure coming. Flips it ahead. That ball is going to be a little short. Intended for number 32, Jackson Payne. And Wildcats brought all kinds of pressure on this one.
Inside linebacker was the one that almost got to him, I think.
Yeah.
He just came hard.
All right, another 3rd down and long. Let's see what we got here. Looks like 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, tight end to the right. Again, Wildcats show pressure with the blitz. They come, Cause pick it up, going deep. That ball is going to be almost intercepted. That time, Cale Gorski played defense.
Yeah, he did.
And that's the end of the first quarter, folks.
And really, the shame of it was that Payne beat his man down there. Exactly what you said. He just blew by him. But
all right, we'll take a quick break here at the end of the quarter, and we'll be back for quarter number 2. The USD Live Media Stream is brought to you by Ham Company, a strong employer in Jefferson County for over 75 years, providing service in waste management, asphalt, road construction, and quarries. And McRae Lumber, with 2 convenient locations in Topeka and Lawrence. Be sure to call R.J. Brown at the Lawrence location or Travis Daniels at the Topeka location for all of your home improvement needs. And First State Bank and Trust, your local full-service bank with hometown pride. Let their friendly staff help you with loans, savings, and checking. And Crown Toyota. Whether you're looking for a new or used Toyota car, truck, or SUV, you'll find it at Crown Toyota in Lawrence. Contact the experienced staff at Crown Toyota and set up your test drive today. Talented individual, that Will Gantz.
Will, you can play that again anytime you want.
We like that one. All right, 4th down and 9, so a punting situation here for the Cause to start this second quarter. Again, Harmon, you mentioned going to break. Yeah, the Cause defense is going to have to step up here. Yeah, you don't want to go down 2 scores here early in the second quarter to this team.
Yeah, this is a team that's not used to punting. I'm talking about Holton, so you want to force them into that situation. We don't want to go down again.
And Brett Paramore into long snap here. Ty Williams going to punt it away.
Oh, nice
Gets a nice boot. Going to be fielded by Lears and then wrapped up, taken down. Number 17, the freshman, Tristan Gordon. Welcome to playoff football, young man.
I'll tell you, that was great timing. That's a nice replay highlight video, too.
Yeah, he'll watch that this winter.
Yeah. Nice punt.
That was a great punt.
Yeah, Tristan.
Tristan Gordon on that.
Nice job. All right, here come the Cause, fellas. Let's see if they can put the plug in this offense of Holton.
Well, we already took the first step in blunting this drive, and that's just forcing them to start from deep in their own
got them where you
territory.
want them here. Let's see if we can maintain this field position. Holton comes out, double tight ends, full house backfield, so the normal wishbone formation for Holton. Going to go to the left side. It's going to be inside, give.
Yeah. That's what we want right there. That's happened every time. I would not be at all surprised to see their little quarterback sweep. Or maybe an option. Yeah, you know, they're going to do something different.
Yeah.
Not just the second back. There's a
counter play again. Bounces outside. He's got some room. That's Booth. Booth is at the 40, picking up some blocks along the way. He's going to step outside at the Perry Lecompton 40.
That is so unfortunate, fellas. We had them bottled up, and all of a sudden, everybody came to the inside. Nobody kept leverage on the outside. Dang.
That's a big play you don't want to give up.
That's right. That was a mistake defensively. We had them stopped. We just didn't have the outside leverage.
Yeah, there was a – if you saw on that replay, did they call it? I guess they didn't.
What did they call?
Well, West got pushed in the back, blocked in the back, pushed over way downfield here after the play pass.
1st and 10. First back through. That's Jace Boswell stacked up, picking up 2.
Well, I tell you, our inside people that are responsible for the dive back, that fullback, are doing a pretty good job on that. Now we got to start concentrating on 2nd and 3rd options.
Well, going to have those cornerbacks alive. When they read that outside, they got to come up.
Watch this right here. Yep. There.
All right, there it is. Inside again. Number 10, Fletcher, is going to pick up about another 3 to 4.
Okay, this is big down.
Yeah, this is 3rd down and 4 coming up right now.
I mean, it's 4 down territory, but this is big down.
And Caw defense showing that 6-man front, 3 linebackers stacked in behind him.
Little quandary up front on the line. Let's hope it screws things up for him.
Here we go on the 3rd down play. Going to go to the right side. Fletcher has it, has a nice opening, and he's going to get ahead close to the 30. Be good enough for another first down. That's their 5th first down of the game.
Didn't like too much. Looked like too much of a question there. Big hole. Lead back, destroyed the defender out in front of him, and boom, right there.
All right, first down play, 2nd back through. Booth going to bounce it to the outside.
Nice tackle by the offensive lineman out front.
Booth on the carry.
Well, they're getting away with some, Armin.
Put out of bounds by Jackson Payne.
Sorry. It's pretty obvious. I mean, he just tackled the kid. Sorry. All right, I'll stop. All right. Yeah, that's a first down.
Good for Holton Wildcat.
Did we see it on the replay?
Yeah, you could. It was on the replay. I saw it.
Yeah.
On the 20.
Guys in the
Stripes didn't watching the ball.
All right, Wildcats in the red zone here. It's going to be a keep by the quarterback. Lears gets to the corner, sidesteps, rolls ahead. He's in for another score, I believe.
I'll tell you that running offense with all those options can strike quickly. And again, we had no answer on the outside. Nobody there. Well, we had a kid there. We just didn't have any support. They just got outside quickly. We're so geared up for stopping things between the tackles. It's tough to get out there.
And we're geared up for stopping the 2 halfbacks, running backs. As soon as they're cutting it inside, we're leaving. It's tough. It's a lot of difficult decisions to make at one time.
Yep.
Extra point attempt. It's Lears on for this one. Nice high kick, and it's good.
Going after kick by Matthew Lears is
Take the score just like that, 14-0.
Well, now you got to believe it's kind of a must-answer time period. You know, we're down 2. We can't get down more than that, or essentially the game's pretty much out of reach.
Defense has played hard, but they gave up 2 big plays. 2 big plays that series.
You can't give up the big 35 and 20-yard runs, and it's been that counter and that quarterback keep.
Counters. Well, we knew sooner or later that was going to happen because Lears hurts everybody. After you're used to stopping the first back and the second back and then looking for the counter, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
He's the guy who's keeping it up front, and they're blocking for him.
Yeah.
Well, the Cause also have to find an answer offensively. We got to get in the end zone, Armin. That's what you were talking about just a few minutes ago during break. Can't just run the ball and get 3 or 4 first downs and keep it out of their hands for a few minutes. We have to run the ball, pass the ball, get in the end zone.
We do. And the other thing, when we've been throwing, I don't know if there's really any problem, but I think we've had a problem with our offensive receivers miscommunicating a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And the ball's fallen between them, went for an interception. I mean, those things happen when you throw the ball. I mean,
quite honestly, that's one of the adjustments I think they made in their pattern where Riken comes out of the backfield and scoots up the sideline as Kale's coming in, and they're throwing the ball right about the time they're at the same spot. And he's throwing it because he has to. So
yes,
anyway,
that is true.
Yeah, and here goes the kickoff return. Let's see if we can get some field position here.
Lears on to kick this one away. Gets another nice kick. And take a bounce, and then going to be fielded by Gunner. Ball to the right side. Ball at the 20. Sidesteps one man, taken down right about the 25.
Gunner ball returning the kickoff. Cale Bernandez on the stop.
Here we go, boys. See if we can get something going.
That's good coverage
Yeah.
by the Wildcats.
What helped him was that ball just bounced
Yeah.
and went up in the air. That's another 2 or 3 steps.
Another
later.
couple of seconds there, yeah.
First and 10.
All right, Cause, here we go. Here's our chance. Let's get it going.
And ball setting at the 25-yard line. Gunner ball, Riken rush in the backfield. Gunner Ball going to keep this one, and he went right into a blitz.
He did.
Number 10, Fletcher, again, that outside backer, walked up to the line and was coming hard. Loss of 2.
Hard to anticipate a blitz, but they caught it just the right time. Holton, defensive coordinator, called it just perfectly.
I did it, and one thing they're showing on that, so number 10, which is Fletcher for the Wildcats, he is walking up early on that outside. Which to me means that you've got one-on-one pass coverage with your outside receivers, there, which is going to be Williams and Cale Gorski on this side. Ball rolls to the left side, stops, plants, can't get it away. Flag comes in.
It's going to be probably a hold on 34.
Yep. Oh, it's going in reverse all of a sudden, fellas. Of course, Gunner's under a lot of pressure the last 2 plays.
Yeah. Well, I think right now, I mean, you know, we talked about balance with that Holton offense being who's carrying the ball. For us right now, it's the balance has typically been run the ball, pass the ball. Tonight it's been a lot of pass the ball because other than Gunner carrying it,
right.
the running game, it's shut down.
Well, they declined the penalty, so it's going to be what, third down, 14, something to go?
They'd rather have the down because there was a little loss of yardage too.
All right, so let's see what coaches can draw up here. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Gunner Ball going to roll to his right. Pressure coming from the backside. Don't know if he can feel it. He's on his feet. Gunner Ball dives ahead. He's going to pick up some yards, but a long ways away from that first down marker.
Ran a long ways to get 8 yards. Man. But that's where his speed helps. You know, he could have been tackled for about a 4-yard loss again, but he was able to kick it out of there. Kick it in gear, rather, not kick the ball. But.
Ty Williams on in punt formation. Number 11, that is Lears, Matt Lears back deep.
Don't kick it right to him, just kick it side.
Picks up a nice low snap, line drives one, fills it cleanly at the 40. Lears going to his right, now reverses field to the left. Zane Rector out there trying to get him out of bounds. And a flag coming in.
That's probably on the defense.
Matthew Lears returning the punt. There's a flag.
I say that. It looked like maybe it was after the play was over, so it'd be out of bounds.
It kind of looked to me like they were, the back went low.
It is on hold. I think I
sure
just saw an indication.
I have no idea what they're going to call on this.
Well, before we get there, I do want to note, it's amazing how effective these Holton kids are at changing direction.
Yes.
I mean, Lears starts one direction, and all of a sudden, boom, he's going to the left.
Helmet to helmet contact.
I'm going to call that on Holton.
Yeah.
That's not one you see.
No, you don't.
Very
on
often.
The offense, you don't see that very much.
I think Coach Barta for Holton's wanting a little explanation on this one.
He didn't ask for an explanation on why. Never mind.
A big penalty. Marches them back, takes them out of a little bit of better field position.
Yeah.
So they have to work a little harder. Call defense now needs to answer. You got to find an answer for that outside and still stop that first option on the inside. Boy, that's a mouthful for you.
I won't try that.
Ball at the 43. 8:26, still a lot of time remaining here in this second quarter. Full house backfield for the Wildcats. Second backfield. It's going to be Lears keeping this. Again, gets out of the tackle. Lears still on his feet, getting to the sideline. I tell you what, you mentioned he is shifty. He can stop, go, as good as anyone we've seen at the high school level.
I tell you, if you're holding Wildcat, you're thinking, and we got him again next year.
Yeah.
Whoa. And all that for a no gain.
Well,
all three of those
could have been
backs.
a 4-yard loss, 5-yard loss.
Yeah.
All 4 of those backs that are leading rushers are juniors and back next year.
Yeah.
No gain on that play. Actually, a little bit of a loss. Here comes that counter action again. Booth with a lot of room up the middle. Puts on a face mask stiff arm on Gunner Ball.
And a penalty. Comes flying in from way back here. Maybe he's going to call that face mask.
He could have. He grabbed his face mask.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting that the judge up here didn't see that.
Well, Armin, he's watching the sideline to make sure he doesn't have any problems tripping over somebody down there. Sorry. Big discussion. I don't know what the issue is. Personal foul.
I was
Yep.
wondering myself if they would call things like that. I didn't know. Sometimes you just assume that the
That Cost got bailed out on that one. That was another big gain.
Yeah.
Goes back 15. It's going to bring up a second and about 13 or 12, depending on how you want to look at the ball.
Well, now, where does he mark the ball?
I don't know, but that down marker is way off.
Way off.
About a half a yard. That's good. It's in our favor.
That's in our favor.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I agree. I think
Nose of the ball is on the 41, and he's back at about the 40 and a half. So, oh well.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, so after that face mask penalty, going to bring up the second down and long. Matt Lear's your quarterback for Holton takes a snap. Here comes that counter again. Booth.
Nice job.
That time, Cause shut him down. Maybe they've seen that one enough. They know what it's going to be.
And you would hope that a good defense will adjust like that, and I think that's what happened.
Short gain, third down.
Now, most teams right now, Harmon, you would say, passing situation.
Oh.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, you would think, but they don't like to pass when
Only 7% of the time. Let's see if
Yeah.
this is one of them. Lears takes a snap. He's going to
Second
give
back.
second back through. Booth on his feet,
Nice job.
taken down, going to come up a little bit short.
On the carry.
And I think you're right. I think that is Jesse Herman out there. Number 22, anyway, on
Yep.
our list.
That surprises me.
Wasn't sure he was playing
Yeah.
it, though.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the Holton Wildcats are lining up for punt. I'll tell you, this punter of theirs, it kicks a boomer.
Yeah, he's got a good leg.
Yeah.
That is Zeller, number 8, the senior. Back deep for the Cause, Gunner Ball, number 7.
So the cause hold.
If I'm Coach Barta, I'm going to kick the ball now. Why take a chance?
Yep, 14. And you've got a good punter, so.
And it
Let
got a
it
great
fly.
punter.
Low snap, takes one hop. Zeller gets it away, and we said good punter, and he shanks it off the foot a little bit. Still takes a nice roll. But in warm-up,
All right.
he was kicking that ball, guys, 50 yards plus in the air. Nice spiral.
Yeah.
So
Tight spiral. Yeah.
Well, that was a very good series for the Cause.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to admit that it was helped along by a play, a penalty,
penalties.
but nonetheless, Cause shut him down and ultimately got the ball back.
Well, offense got to get her going again. Got
Yeah.
to get that ball in the end zone here before halftime.
Drive in their own 19-yard line, first and 10.
Well, everybody on that call line right now has got to be thinking, I'm going to do my job.
Yep.
I'm going to drive somebody off his ball. Got to give
Gotta
gunner
protect.
protection, and got to make a seam for somebody to run.
First down play, Gunner Ball going to look to throw, has pressure, flush to the left side, pump fakes, no one there, keeps the ball, steps out of bounds, has a short gain there.
Gunner Ball on the
Now
carry.
that was a good move on. Don't throw the ball if you don't have a guy open. Good job.
Yeah, short side of the field, they sure had it covered.
Run out of bounds by Caden Jackson. Short gain, second down and 8.
That's right, Coach Armstrong. You don't like doing that stuff to the short side, do you? You want to have all the space and territory
make
to run.
cover some more territory.
I hear you. Gotcha.
I don't know necessarily he was designed to roll on that
Yeah.
one. It's just he got pressure and was pushed
I think
out
you're
to
right.
the left side of the pocket. Wildcats showing pressure. Gunner Ball steps up in the pocket and pressure coming from everywhere, and down he goes. Wildcats get the sack.
I guarantee that was a.
I don't know who they're going to call on that. They were
I don't
both
either.
tussling at it. It could be on us, too. If somebody decided they'd had enough, it's on them.
It's on Holton.
Yeah, it's about time our kids fight back on stuff like that. Colt kids say, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, we can watch a replay if we want to.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh,
They
both-
call it the chicken way out of it.
So
Are
they
you
call it on
kidding me?
both?
Penalties.
They call it on both teams.
Well, and it may be.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Look for
58.
Monaghan right in the
Here.
middle of the screen.
There he is.
Looks like they were both just locked up and rolled.
Monaghan got the worst end of that one, too. Well, 3rd and 8, fellas, and again, we've kind of looked fruitless here on offense. Got to get something started. Coach Paramore wants more of an explanation to it, since it all took place on this sideline. And, sad thing about that was I think that was Jackson Payne had his man beat because he went right by him.
Yeah.
But that's helped a couple times.
That's the second time tonight he's been wide open. But, of course,
yeah.
All right, here we go. Cos needing a conversion here. 3rd down, and we'll call it about 11. Gunner Ball takes a snap. Going to look to throw.
There he is again.
Pressure again coming. Ball going to have to throw it. Has Cale Gorski.
Oh boy.
Gorski takes it in across the 35. That's enough for the first down.
First down, Cos.
Nice job of concentrating by Gunner. Oh, you went right by him. Yep.
I think if he'd thrown down over here to Payne, though,
Yep.
Lears was close enough, he'd have been right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Well, what's hard is when he's getting the pressure, they're pushing the pressure. Gunner has to go left.
Yes, he does.
So that they're forcing him to throw all the way across if he wants to go right.
And that's not a very good thing
Here
to
it
do.
comes again. Motion penalty. Oh, my gosh.
Flag on the
Well, that was definitely a lateral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad there was a penalty
That
on
was-
that one
me
because
too.
that could have been ugly and that could have been picked up for a touchdown. Going the other way.
false start. Against Cos.
Now, see, these are the kinds of things that you just
Mistakes. Yeah.
they add up
Little
after a
things
while.
happen.
One mistake like this is in a game is one mistake, but when you start doing these things,
All right. First down and 15 play
Come on,
coming up.
fellas. Got 11 seconds here.
Yeah, going to have to hustle on this play clock.
Yeah. Coach better be calling timeout maybe.
3, 2, get
Oh,
it
got
off.
it away. How about that?
Okay, Gunner Ball, more pressure, gets away from the first man, picks up a block. He's just going to have to keep it and move forward.
Yeah, there's just nothing there for him. Like I say, they're flushing him this way. You're right, Armin. Flushing him this side. There's nobody to cut, nobody to hit, and he's not going to throw it across his body going the other way.
If again, you kind of hard to coach this now or anything, but a lot of times when you get that pressure, if that quarterback will actually reverse pivot out
That's right.
the other way, it gets you a lot of time, and then you're rolling to the 3 receiver side. But again, that's all a feel thing, and right now Gunner is just seeing pressure coming and getting the heck out of there.
Yep.
All right, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Gunner floats to his left, looking, no one there, tucks it up. He's going to try to move ahead, gets it up to about the 35, so back close to the original line of scrimmage.
By Charlie Holland.
Well, need something good to happen here. The last 3 plays have looked eerily similar. Everything comes this way, and it's a run. Yeah, we got to somehow bail him out of there. And he's got to understand that too. Fight that urge to go left if he can.
3 receivers right,
This is where Riken's got to help him
2
out.
left. There's a snap. 3-man rush this time. Ball goes down the sideline. Cale Gorski was intended for him, but it's broken up by the safety. That was number 8, Zellers, breaking up that play for the Wildcats. 4th down.
good defense.
Yep.
Cale did everything he could to catch that ball, just couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, we just got to stick that quicker in the window. We'll get that talk at halftime. It's like a line drive.
Well, the Cause got the 1 first down, but couldn't break through after that. Now Holton's going to get the ball back with about 4 minutes left in the half.
They don't want him that much, really.
Nice kick, kicks it
Going to
away.
take a little bounce
Oh,
and
good
bounces
right
right
to
to
him.
Lears. Lears a lot of room, and he is trucking down the sideline. Lears cuts
gone.
it back to the 20, to the 10, and he's in. Punt return, touchdown.
Well, that's
Wildcats.
one of those critical errors. That's a critical error. We punted away from him, and he ran to the short side. We ducked our heads a couple of guys and just missed on him.
Mark, I would disagree. It's not a critical error. It's just a heck of a job by a kid who's
He's a good athlete.
got it all
but
together.
look, though, we had people all around.
I
There's
know.
a miss, and there's a miss.
Well, yeah, you had him pinned on the sidelines where you wanted, but
Yep.
as soon as he broke that seam on that sideline,
Yep.
no one else there.
Yeah.
That was it. That
Yep.
was the game changer.
Yep. And it's kind of a repeat of what happened the first time. We just looked a little shell-shocked.
Yeah. Only difference is we already had a touchdown on the board in the last one by this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's kick up and away and good.
Point after kick by Matthew Lears is good. Your score with 4:01 left in the first half. Holton Wildcats 21, Lecompton cause 0.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow. That's just tough. The kid just made a great play, and we didn't have enough players to bring him down. So the Cause facing more of an uphill battle now. We're facing a little bit of a mountain here, down 3 scores with 4 minutes to go in the first half. And offense has not looked potent except for that first drive when we absolutely could have scored. We're down inside the 10, and ball got picked on a miscommunication there. So anyway.
And again, this one with 4 minutes left can get away from you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it can.
Yeah.
Cause need to step up here and get some points on the board to close this to a 2-score game.
Will kick
Yep.
for the Wildcats.
Lear's going to tee this one up from the 40. Back deep, it's Gunner Ball and Reich and Rush again. They've been back deep for kickoff returns too often here in this first half.
Yeah, that's it didn't happen really to the Cause that many times.
No.
But tonight they're racking up some yards back there.
Yeah.
Offside. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Penalty on the kickoff.
Well, we'll try it again.
Start.
This shouldn't deter their kicker, and he's got the leg on him. So
Yes, he does.
yeah.
And Lears can kick off, extra points, return punts, quarterback.
He can punt.
Not too a bad basketball player either.
Oh, yeah.
Be re-kicked on the 35.
All right, here go the Cause. Let's go, fellas. Everybody pick up one defensive man and cut us a little hole here.
Gunner Ball going to fill this one at the 20. Should be pretty good field position if he can get straight up ahead. Trying to get to the corner, and he can. He returns it for about 7 yards there.
I wonder when the last time somebody returned a kickoff for a touchdown against the Holton Wildcats.
I don't know. We need stat track for that.
We don't have that. We really need that.
So, Armin, what do you think? What does Cause have to do here to get something going?
Goes to get
Well,
the driver in their own
I mean, one of the things I'd like to be able to see, if you're going to throw the ball, quick release, short passes, but, you know, those things are, they can get picked off, too, if you're not careful.
4 receivers to the right. Quickly out to Ty Williams. Picks up a couple blocks. Ty Williams on his feet.
Ran around. Should have run to that inside. I think he might have had a
had
little
a
bit more
seam
room.
in there.
Yeah, I did, too.
But I like the call. They got him out there. They were we had them outnumbered.
Yeah, that was a good play call.
You got the ball carrier had nobody that necessarily had to be on him. You had somebody locked up with a defender. Yeah,
Kids are doing a great job of blocking outside. Just kind of missed it. Well, we'll get it some other time.
All right, now the wide side of the field is to the left, so if he splashes out this way, he'll have more room. 2nd down and 7 play. Gunner Ball throws it out to Ty Williams again. Williams straight ahead, 2, 3, 4 Wildcats. Flags coming in.
I think it's
Got to be a face mask.
mask,
There
yeah.
couldn't be holding down there.
But, you know, it is truth. The last couple times we've had some pretty quick throws, though.
Yeah.
No pressure on Gunner that way. This was a pretty effective play.
And Ty did a great job of catching and just barreling over people, man. That showed his toughness on that. What's the discussion here, though? It shouldn't. What? His helmet went down into the ground.
Personal foul against the cause.
Well, no offense, that's 2 of them that they've blown, 1 on each team.
Oh my!
Well, they've blown some flagrant
I'm
calls in the
sorry,
middle of the
I don't
field.
agree with that. When Lears was on the sideline running and he put his head down
Yeah.
to go ahead and protect himself, that shouldn't have been a penalty. This one shouldn't have been a penalty either.
Oh man!
Second down. Go right forward, Bert. Second down.
Second down.
Right forward, Bert.
Second down.
So it should be a 2nd down and 18.
Boys.
Sure what the discussion is? Is it the down? Yep,
Yeah,
it's
it
the
was
down.
a-
that changed it to
box.
2nd.
Thank you.
All right, 2nd down and long. Here comes pressure from off the corner. Gunner Ball has to step
No
up.
place to go.
Nowhere to go is right, Mark.
Gunner ball on the carry.
You know, you'd think that type of stuff wouldn't work because he comes from so far from the outside, but boy, but he was in there in a shot.
Yeah, it works if you have your defensive lineman taking care of the gaps up front because you can't go forward.
Yeah. Somebody called a timeout. Holton probably good use of a timeout here. They'll if they stop the cause now, they'll get the ball back with 2 minutes or so. And the way their offense is geared up today, it's a scary thought.
For carefully supervising your small children, please do not allow them to play under the bleachers, and please do not allow them to sit, hang, climb, or swing on any of the blue railings. We want to thank everyone for making Holton Wildcat Athletics a safe environment.
So was that penalty called on Williams?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he was.
He was
because he
digging
had
for.
a helmet on, I think.
But-
he
but
was
I don't know.
he was digging, and they drove him to the ground, and all of a sudden the flag comes out. It's like
I
I don't know.
think that
He was the ball carrier, and he can't protect himself with
Yeah.
his arms at all. He's just, if he falls, he falls.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that was a makeup call. I hate to say it,
Yeah.
from earlier.
Maybe.
Not sure what they could have been making up for. I didn't see any wrong calls. the other
That
way.
same call from the other sideline. Again, I think they were both incorrectly called.
Well, typically this time of the year you get officials that are highly rated and qualified for things, but they've blown a couple of things tonight, I think.
Well,
But
Seems
we
like-
can't blame the score on that though.
No.
No,
That's
no,
not what I'm saying.
not at
No,
all.
absolutely not.
but that's the kind of stuff that seems to happen.
All right, 5 receiver set. So empty backfield with Gunner Ball. Gunner throws it quickly out to Ty Williams again. Ty Williams going to have to make a couple people mess. Still on his feet.
Ty Williams receiving the ball.
4th down, and Holton calls another timeout. So again, they're going to get that ball back with a lot of time, fellas.
Timeout Wildcats, their second timeout.
Update from Coach Ed. Hayden leads Rock Creek 7-0 in the second quarter.
And we thought that might be close.
Rossville leads Nemaha Central 9-6.
Oh, good
Second
ball game.
quarter.
Really.
Yeah. Thanks, Ed.
I wouldn't be surprised yet to see Rock Creek, though, take that game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't
Yeah.
expect it. I just.
Again, this is that time of year you got some good football teams
Yep.
playing.
Yep, and that's the way it should be. Sometimes it's the team that gets on a roll.
Yes.
Not necessarily the best records in the world, but sometimes you get it all figured out and put it together.
I think we remember that a couple of years ago when we saw a 3-loss Perry Lecompton team make the playoffs, didn't we?
I think so.
They did.
They got it figured out at the right time.
All right, punting formation for the cause. I wouldn't expect a fake here on this 4th down and 13.
No, I wouldn't.
Williams is going to punt this one end over end. And boy, he got her out of bounds.
Wow. Ouch.
And the punt rolls
Well,
out
he
of
was
bounds.
he did the
Wildcats will
right
take
thing.
over.
He was aiming out of bounds, so he didn't get the run back. It just shanked off the side of his foot. So they're going to get pretty good field possession with 2
On their own
minutes
40.
and 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Caw defense is going to have to really bite in here.
All right, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. You got to stop the big play.
Yep.
Wildcats begin their drive.
And again, Holton only has one timeout left, so this can't be a grinded out 40-yard drive. But again, good field position. Wildcats on their own, or on the Lecompton 40 here. Lears takes it, gives it to the first back through.
Chase Boswell on the carry.
We've done pretty well on that first back tonight, fellas.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the thing is, you can't ease up on the first back,
Yeah.
but now you got to stop that second.
yeah.
Second back through this time. It's going to be Booth. Got to get to the outside. Lears out in front blocking and picks up a good block.
Just so quick. They just got to the outside. I thought we had him bottled up, and he just bounced.
He did. Watch this block by the quarterback.
Yeah.
Watch this. He gets out in front. That's the quarterback throwing the lead block there, pushing him 10 yards down the field.
And he's out at the 10. Wow.
Well, that's a heck of a play.
Yep. Oh, out the 15, sorry.
First and 10.
All right. Out of bounds stops the play, or stops the game clock. First down. First back through. Boswell is the ball carrier.
Chase Boswell on the carry. And on that
Picks
tackle
up
was
2.5.
Short gain on the play, 2nd and 8.
Time for that counter, Armin.
I'm going to run it out of this split back thing here. There, straight ahead. Fletcher
Oh, nice
stacked
job.
up.
That is one thing they have not been able to do with Fletcher tonight. Is stop him once they hit him. Once they hit him the first time, they've not been bringing it down.
Jerry Monroe
bring
caught
him
him at the ankles and brought him down, looked like.
Tackle made
Nice
by
job.
Parker Schmidt.
Nope.
Third down play here. 1 minute remaining. Now under. Second back through. It's going to be
Oh,
Booth.
come on,
Booth cuts it back.
There he is.
Booth was stacked up.
I-
Cos had him stopped, and he reverse field takes it in for the touchdown.
Yep.
I'm
Did
serious. I've never seen any team with as many backs that seem to be able to reverse their field as easily as these guys are. They're
Did everything
super
except
job.
except tackle him. They
Yeah.
played it well, played
Yeah,
it right.
It was stacked up.
Just couldn't bring him down. So nice play by the Holton Wildcat offense, and they go up 27-zip.
Good kick.
Point after kick by Matthew Lairds is good. Your score with 47 seconds left in the first half. Holton Wildcats 28. Lecompton Cause
Now watch this.
0.
Here's a replay here. Watch this. He is stopped.
Everybody's float on this side of the hash mark.
Yep. Not much you can do about that. That was just a great play.
Yeah.
Great play by
Well,
Holton.
it's a great individual effort on his part. I mean, good team effort on both parts to get him to that point, and then he makes the individual effort.
absolutely.
And scores the TD.
I'm very impressed with Holton's running attack. It was, again, we talked about the balance coming into this one, and they have showed that. They have just stepped up, and it's been Booth and Lears and Lears and Booth. And
Ball and rush deep to receive
wow.
for the Cause.
I'm going to hate to see the halftime stats, Harmon.
It's going to be kind of lopsided. Is that what you're saying?
It's going to be lopsided, yeah. But Holton deserves it. They've played very well tonight.
They have.
They have played up to expectations by a lot of people.
Deep kick this time. Gunner ball goes back, takes it at about the 16-yard line. Ball taken out of bounds, 40.5 seconds remaining.
Ball returning the kickoff.
Boy, be cautious here and not go down 35.
Well, at this point, that might not make a difference.
You're right.
Yeah.
But
I
It's
say
a-
we got the ball.
Yeah.
begin their drive in their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10. Zane Rector goes in motion, comes set to the left side.
That, in a nutshell, really is the game. We've not been able to establish a run.
No run, yeah.
If you can't run, it's really, really tough to.
Right and rush.
Timeout. Injured player. Who's down?
Like that. I can't tell. Is that Riken?
Don't know.
Officials timeout.
Let's take a break here, Will, and we'll come back after this injury.
Quality, service, a dedication to providing an unmatched customer experience. This is our mission at Crown Automotive. While we think that's something you've recognized, we don't take it for granted as we continue driving forward. Visit crownautomotive.com to see the latest deals and to schedule expert maintenance, body shop, and repair services. Crown Automotive, 3400 South Iowa, Lawrence, Kansas.
When severe weather knocks you down, Shelter Insurance is there to help pick you up. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Being helped off the field. I believe we might get to see, I don't know who we're going to see at that running back spot right now.
I guess 22, Jesse Herman filling in there.
And in fact, he's out there.
Yeah.
Well, they're winding the clock. Yeah. So this should be the last play of the half.
Yeah. Two receivers left, one to the right. Jackson Payne is the one to the right, top of the screen. Gunner ball turns, gives Herman up the middle. Herman picks up about 4 on that.
Jesse Herman carrying the ball.
That's nice.
This should take us to the half here.
That's it.
Well, first half has been all Holton Wildcats. Again, it's 28-0, and again, we'll look at those stats when we come back, but I have a pretty good feeling what they're going to tell us about this one.
I don't think it's going to change anything.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to turn it over. We have an interview set. It's going to be a little one on the musical, so if you want to find out some information on that musical, Mark, what can you tell us about this?
Mary Erickson, the director, I sat down with her this week and talked to her a little bit about the play. It's a fairly new play called Curtains, and it's kind of a mystery drama, so I'll just leave it at that and hope you enjoy the interview.
All right, thank you. Take it away, Will.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the call preview. My name is Mark Armstrong, and once again, we're here with a celebrity, so to speak, our director of the school play this year, as in the last few years. How many years has it been going on, Mary? You've been director.
This is my third year.
Third year?
Of being a celebrity.
Okay,
Yeah.
celebrity. This is Mary Erickson, our director, and we want to welcome her to the show and say thank you for taking the time to do this tonight.
You're welcome.
So-
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the fall musical come up, and it always seems like it comes up real quickly, although not so quickly for you guys. You've been practicing for a long time already. How long have you been doing this?
We've been practicing since the last week of August.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
man.
been it's gone quick for us though too. I mean, it seems like it was just yesterday we started and we handed out, you know, our roles and our scripts and now we're a week away. So it's went fast.
So with that date, when does the play start? When is the play going on? And
Our dinner theater is November 11th, and then the 12th and the 13th. You know, if the football team wins on Friday, then we will be moving Fridays performance to Sunday the 14th.
Sure.
So that's just kind of an up in the air if right now.
So it's literally not this weekend, but towards the end of next week that
Yes,
we're doing
correct.
this. Okay, so you are right up there
We
banging
are.
against
We're
the end
ready
of it.
to
That's
go.
good. Okay, well, that's a good thing. So what's the name of the play? Can you tell us a little bit about it and as far as what it's about?
Yeah, it's a new musical to our stage. It's never been performed at PLHS, which just kind of, I love that.
Okay.
It's called Curtains, and it's a mystery, and so it's a play within a play. So you have a cast of characters who actually belong to the Boston Theater. So they're like the cast of the Boston Theater, and they're putting on a play called Robin Hood. And someone within their cast gets murdered backstage. And who did it, we don't know. You know, that's what you come to find out. So we've got, and so we have, a lieutenant that comes and he wants to investigate, but he also secretly wants to be part of the cast. He loves the theater. So it's just kind of a very funny, humorous, kind of set in 1959, kind of fun show.
Well, it sounds like fun. So tell us a little bit about who the main characters are, which students have certain roles and things like that. I know there's a lot of kids that are in the play. You can't name everyone, but tell us what you can.
Yeah, we're going to graduate 17 seniors this year, so that's a huge part of our cast.
Yeah.
Tadeo Ratzlaff is our Lieutenant Chaffee, so he's our lead investigator, and he does such a good job. And I'll just read them off. We've got Nikki, J.C. Black plays Nikki Harris, and she is kind of his love interest in that, becomes that. We've got Campbell Keller's Georgia, and Riley Ellis is Carmen, Evan Godstein is Aaron, Wesley Monahan, Sydney Bernstein, Christopher Belling is Jack Sartorius, and we've got Aubrey Miracle as Bambi, and Tanner Hetherington as Daryl Grady, and Ruby Johnson as Joni, and Mason Bondmeyer as Oscar, and Riken Rush as Bobby, Haley as Jessica, Haley Hetrick, and we've got Caden Resilient as Randy Dexter. So those are pretty much a lot of the seniors. We got some juniors and some freshmen in there too on those lead characters, but those are the leads right there.
Yeah, we have an all-star cast just right there.
We do, and I forgot to mention Skylar Reed as well as Mona Page. I mean, we've just got this wonderful group of seniors and kids, and
Well, this will be fun to do. It's coming up next week, next Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Correct.
And that's right. And then how do they get tickets?
Tickets, we're not selling tickets online this year because it was just, it costs a little bit too much, to do that, and we're charged their charge fees, So I didn't want to have to do that. And so to us and or to people, to our customers and our audience. But you can get them at the office, and dinner theater is just about sold out. The last I knew was this morning. We only had 8 tickets left.
And that would be Thursday night at what time? Does the
Thursday,
dinner theater start?
Dinner theater starts at 5:30. So the dinner will begin at 5:30, and the theater will begin at 7. Okay. And those tickets are $20. And like I said, there's 8 left as I know of it right now today as we give this interview.
Sure.
And then Friday and Saturday nights, you can also buy those tickets if you want to sit in the reserve section. So that would be the folding chairs area, and those are $8 a piece. If you want general admission Friday or Saturday night, that's all sold at the door.
Okay. Well, it sounds like fun. It's always interesting to come to the play and see how it goes. It's always an exciting time, and I want to wish you well, and I wish the cast well, and I want to invite everybody to, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you might want to do that as soon as possible. So thank you, Mary, for your time.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing it, and hope to see all of you there too. So on behalf of Mary and the cast, go Cause. Thank you.
First State Bank and Trust is an independent community bank serving the Perry community, Jefferson County, and Douglas County for many years. They have a long history of community service dating back to 1934, and that service continues today in 7 locations throughout northeast Kansas. Those locations are Perry, Lawrence, Tonganoxie, Baser, and Kansas City, Kansas. They offer a full array of financial products and services delivered by local banking professionals. Are you looking to purchase a new vehicle, or better yet, to purchase a vehicle for your student? Let First State Bank and Trust help make this process an easy one. They offer same-day approvals, new low rates, and the convenience of having payments charged directly from your checking account. Be sure to stop by the Perry branch at 402 Plaza Drive in Perry, Kansas, or give them a call at 785-597-5151.
Experience counts at McRae Lumber. Some of those box store employees weren't even born yet when most of the McRae crew were already experts. And today all of them are the cream of the crop when it comes to smarts. Your building project is important. You want the best advice, not somebody's best guess. So do it the McRae way. Come see us just east of downtown Topeka on 4th Street. You might run into somebody you know. McRae Lumber, the building supplier that supplies more than building materials. We deliver dreams done right.
Ham Quarries provides quality finished limestone products that are required by the Kansas economy. For over 70 years, Ham has been a reliable producer of construction aggregates and used in concrete, asphalt paving, foundation for building pads and homes. They have literally covered thousands of miles in county and township roads. Do you have a rock or gravel driveway too rough for your car? Let Ham help you find the type of rock material that is best suited for your drive. They can even help you calculate the amount of rock covering needed for your project right over the phone. So let's help that driveway get smooth again. You can connect through the company's website at nrham.com or give the Ham Company a call at 785-597-5111.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance provided by Road America is now included with your auto policy. We'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Jeremy Stone and Lawrence about Shelter's roadside assistance.
All right, getting back here for the second half of this one. Well, we talked about stats earlier, gentlemen. Why don't you give us some good news?
Well,
I'm waiting.
I don't know that there is much good news. I think the offense that we've generated has been in the air, and the first drive looked very good. We marched down the field and then got inside the 10, and then they made a nice pick on the play. The rest of it's not so good. Armin, the rushing totals for Holton are pretty impressive.
Yeah, 238 yards, cause 110. And honestly,
110 passing.
I'm sorry, I'm not rushing yards. Those are total yards.
Yeah.
If we look at rushing yards, yeah, the Cause have 27 yards on 17 carries. Holton has 238 yards on 31 carries, and that is their total offense tonight. They have no yards on passing. They have not thrown the ball.
Yeah, not much good news really statistically for the Cause. The Holton Wildcats have really dominated this game other than that first drive where we stopped them on their first drive and made them punt. And then we went down the field and we marched, looked like we were going to score, and boom, all of a sudden we didn't, and the dam was broken, as they say.
And since that time, it's really been
it's been all Holton. Yeah, and can't take anything away from Holton. They certainly deserve it. Cause have played much better in games past, and tonight's just not quite there, I guess, offensively and defensively.
No, and I will always have to note that sometimes when you say you didn't play a good game, and we're not playing real well right now, but part of that is the fact that the Holton Wildcats are just playing a superlative game.
Yeah.
They got a couple of backs that reverse their field, and nobody touches them all the way down the end zone.
They've had,
amazing.
what, 3 or all 4 of their scores been breakaways? I think maybe they have.
Yeah.
Of some type. The last one was a complete reversal from the 10-yard line, went all the way to the right, and then stopped him. He ran left, and we had nobody over there. So, I mean, they've all been breakaways of some type. So, Holton has looked very good. The Cause have looked good at moments, and then just nothing. So
the bottom line is, if you can't run the ball, it really limits what your offense going to be able to do.
Yeah, and Gunnar Ball has been under pressure all night long. We've been passing. What were we? How many passes did we throw? 17 or
27. I'm sorry.
Nope, that's the rushing.
16 passes.
16 passes, completed 9 of them, which is pretty good. But a lot of those are under pressure, and that's not the way you want your quarterback to throw. And a lot of them, he's been flushed to the left, to the short side of the field. There's nobody open there, and so he's had to eat it and get 2 or 3 yards, whatever he could get. So, been a tough night for the Cause on offense and defense. So let's see if they can change things a little bit, JB, and get something going here.
Absolutely, and again, there's always something to play for. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to remember. If you're a senior, this may be your last 2 quarters of football.
Yep.
So why not dig down deep and finish it strong? Yep. Finish the race here, as they say.
It's a little bit about character.
Sure.
The seniors have got to show up, and right now, I don't know. They got to show up. They got to step forward and do some leading.
Back deep for the Cause, it is Gunnar Ball and Cale Gorski stepping in back there. Matt Lear is ready to kick this one off for the Holton Wildcats. Nice kick by Lear is going to be fielded by Gunnar Ball inside the 20, back about the 16. Ball sidesteps one defender. Flag comes in from the backside.
Gunnar Ball returning the kickoff. Flag on the field.
They get a block in the back or the hold, Armin? What do you call it?
I'm going to guess a block in the back, but
Yep.
It's a hold.
Yeah, that's going to move it back.
Illegal block in the back.
Oh, okay. That's what I expected.
So the Cause will start deep in their own territory to start the second half.
Just inside the 10.
Let's see if they can get on track here.
Will begin their drive from their own 9-yard line.
It's still 1st and 10. There's still a good opportunity to start racking up some yards.
91 yards of offense would be good.
And I remember a time you used to say that's good.
Yeah.
Gives us more yardage.
Yep.
First down play, Gunner Ball just going to keep this one on the ground.
Nice job.
Driving straight ahead.
There's a nice seam in there.
There you go.
That picks up about 5.
I think one of the things that I've learned from Coach Paramore, too, he'll make a statement like, this is going to be an attitude drive. We're going to run right through them. We're going to run right over them, and you guys are going to do it. You know, so he may have given them that little speech at halftime, too, so challenge them a little bit.
Well, and those are the things that's where it becomes a character situation, because you show your character when you can do that.
Yep.
Second down and 5 play coming up. Gunner gives Jesse Herman stacked up quickly at the line of scrimmage. Little gain there on second down.
So being up third and about, what, 4?
Yeah, call 4.
Yeah, let's go, Cause.
Let's keep the drive alive here, as they say.
Well, you got to expect they're going to put that ball in the air, but
Jesse Herman, number 22, lines up to the right of Gunner Ball. Wildcats showing a blitz from the corner. Here they come. Gunner Ball flips it ahead to Jesse Herman, and he can't reel it in.
Pass intended for Jesse Herman is incomplete.
So, Cause will start out the third quarter, 3 and out. Boy, it did not need that.
well,
I thought we might get something going here. We had a nice first down and then 2 duds, so I'm not sure. But in either event, Holton will get the ball back again in pretty good field position, fellas.
Yeah, probably going to be on already in Lecompton territory. Fielded cleanly by Lears on the run towards the move. Lears sidesteps, reverses field. We've seen that before. Still on his feet, down inside the 30. A nice return for Matt Lears.
I'll tell you what, that kid's not afraid to catch the ball either, because that came down a line drive hard, but he caught it on the run.
Wildcats will take over.
So Holton will have the ball on their own 30, what's that, 31?
Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
That's way too close.
The call, 31-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah. So short field to start the second half for the Holton Wildcats. Again, they come out just traditional formation, double tight ends, full house backfield. Lears takes it second back through. Fletcher has some room straight up the middle, carries it through for about 13.
Jaden Fletcher on the carry.
They had a little blocking scheme on there.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job at the point of attack.
They did.
And then from there, it was just a step, a cut, and go.
A lot of room.
Yep.
Again, it's 20, Jace, Boswell, Booth, and Fletcher in the backfield behind Lears. It's going to be Booth to the left side, little counter play. And he trips up, but does manage to pick up about 8 to 9 yards on first down.
Again, good quickness, good step and explosion to the outside. If he wouldn't have tripped a little bit, I think someone may have tripped him up. He may have run 4 or 5 more yards.
I tell you, you watch this offense for a while, you kind of wonder why people are running a spread.
They make it look good, don't they? Right side, it's going to be, couldn't tell that's first back, second back.
The way it landed,
I think
probably
it's second back.
Yeah.
And I think they're setting up Lears again on
that was the
on
fullback number
keeper.
20, Chase Boswell.
I think Lears could take that ball around the outside anytime he wanted to call his own number, quite
Probably.
honestly. He's just that quick. It's not that our defense is that slow. He's
That's
just
right.
that quick.
I agree.
This time Wildcats break the bone. Flanker lined up to the right side of this formation. Lears takes a snap, going to be an option play. Pitch to number 10, Fletcher. Fletcher, a lot of room.
Touchdown, Holton Wildcats.
And he's in.
That's quick.
Yeah.
It's quick. They get to the outside quick, and our kids just got trapped inside on the line of scrimmage, and there was not enough bodies on the outside again. So
Well, if you're the Holton team right now, this is exactly what you want to have happen.
Yep.
Get to the last half of this game, and you can kind of
rest some people.
Rest some people, and get everybody else some touches.
Got that one on the roof.
So just like that, Holton scores and goes up 35-0. So, Harmon, at this stage of the game, if you're the head coach or any coach on the sideline, what are you telling the kids?
Well, I think you're telling the kids that this is 35-0, and it's pretty unlikely that we're going to come back, but we've got a lot of things to prove. We got to build for next year. We got to see these seniors off. It's kind of the same thing that JB said earlier. It's a character moment, and it's one of those things you don't go out there and quit. And they got something to prove to themselves.
I think that's the most important thing. They can certainly play with these guys. They just haven't done it tonight. I think that's that thing about looking inside yourself and how much do you want to put forth. And I think we've got enough talented kids out here we could do that. They just got to believe in themselves a little bit more here. So the Cause will get it back. See if we can get something started this time.
You know, a couple of drives, a couple of touchdowns.
I think that's the key is get some nice long drives.
And caught that. Wind just kicked up a little bit, blew things around.
But my glasses are still on my face. So Ed, don't worry about them.
Fielded around the 10 by Gunnar Ball. Ball takes it out across the 20.
Gunner's going to have some bruises tomorrow.
Sure is.
Yeah.
So second drive of this game already for the Cause. Or this half, excuse me. Again, this game has been a lot of 3-and-out, punt, downs.
Drive on their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now here's the first down play. Gunnar Ball going to look to throw. Has Cale Gorski in the seam, and he hits him. Gorski out to the 20, across the 50, taken down, but he's taken down inside of Holton territory.
Well, I'll tell you what, the pass protection held up, hit him in the deep seam.
Yeah.
And they went over the linebackers and just cut inside. It was a nice job. Throw and catch.
Cale's got a little speed, too,
He does.
once he gets the ball.
Let's do that a couple more times here. 35-yard gain on that first down play. Gunnar Ball turns, gives Jesse Herman. Herman runs into that wall of blue shirts.
Gained a yard and got picked up and carried backwards about 4. Holton defense rallying to the ball.
Second down and 9 coming up. Gunnar Ball again looking to throw. Throws it hard, intended for Zane Rector, in and out of his hands.
That was a tight window, but boy, he put it right on the money. That's a catchable ball too, I think. Just went right through his hands. So.
And up front for the Cause, looks like it's 79 Powell, 60 Monaghan, Walker Pringle at the center, Lechner at the left guard, and Monroe at the left tackle. Here's a snap quickly out to Ty Williams. Ty Williams going to have to get around a couple guys out there.
Boy, they just rally to the ball. Look at that.
They do.
That should have gone for 4 or 5 yards in most normal games, and we barely gained anything. We may have lost a yard on that.
Well.
Oh, they mark it up here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think
the official marked it up there. There we go. 4th down. So we might as well go for it. What good's a punt do here? And if they score another one on us, big deal.
I agree. And that's what coach is going to do.
Got to get about 8, 9 yards. 8 yards maybe. 7.
8 will get you there. 4th down coming up. Pressure coming. Gunnar Ball.
Oh, good Lord.
Throws it, and this just heaves it, and incomplete.
Hard to throw when you're falling backwards.
The Wildcats will take over.
Well, they just outgamed us, gamed us that time. They brought more people than we could block.
Yeah.
So kudos to the Holton defense.
Well, and I would say over probably half of our passing plays, Gunnar Ball has been scrambling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They've been getting to him.
Yeah.
Wildcats will begin their drive in their own 42-yard
That's a good game plan Coach Barter for Holton has put together on this offense.
Well, this is the kind of team that seems to just grow in confidence, too.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing out there right now.
Wildcats at the 42-yard line. There's that little counter, number 25 for Holton, the ball carrier.
That's Hernandez.
Ball was carried by Hernandez.
Wes Monaghan on the tackle, playing from that kind of that outside linebacker position tonight. On the outside, anyway, maybe not a linebacker, but.
Well, I actually talked to him today, and that's what he said he was going to do. He had a separated shoulder, or not separated, but dislocated shoulder. So I'm surprised to see him out there.
Lears takes a snap, gives second back through. That's the fullback, Jace Boswell.
And again, Wes Monaghan comes all the way over from the backside.
Yes, he does.
But that was after a good 10-yard gain. Well, just explosive, this offense. I'll have to ask Wes Pringle how he likes playing middle linebacker. That's the first move there tonight for him.
I have enjoyed watching him play back there.
Left side, a lot of room. Fletcher with the ball. Cuts back and Cause get him down, but another big game.
You know, and Monroe had him in the backfield, and it looked like he was going to bring him down. And
he's a big kid, and he was going to wrap him up, and the ball carrier just spun right away.
Well, you're going to have to tackle these guys with more than just reaching out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Keep the feet going, grab anything you can, and pull them down.
And keeping the feet going is something that is really important to do. It gives you some drive, leverage.
Another first down here for the Wildcats. First back through, that's going to be a new running back, number 47. He looks just as good as the others. He breaks it to the corner, and he's going in for the touchdown.
Well, I could say that's more than demoralizing when things like that happen.
And that's another breakaway. Yeah. I mean, he was stopped.
Yeah.
Amazing. Very, very Jace Hallour.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns to open up this half.
Well, that's not exactly the way we wanted to draw it up, fellas, but that's the way that the Holton Wildcats have drawn it up, and they have worked their offense to perfection.
Yep. And I don't know what the rules on running clock are in state play.
For sure.
It's, I'm sure that this is enough points. Does it go in the third, or do they wait to the fourth? I don't know.
Point after kick fails. Your score with 5:18 left in the third quarter. Holton Wildcats 41, Fair Lecompton Cause 0.
You know, it'd be nice for the Cause to get a crooked number over there in that score column.
It would.
Round one.
Yeah. Yep, we need to put something together here for moral support or moral thoughts, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
That's they aren't going to go away feeling very good about this anyway, but we could at least point to something that we have done well.
Well, for the seniors, for the Perry seniors, you got to feel a little bit. You got to feel sad in the sense that it's a shame they end up a pretty good career out here on a game like this, and yet they're getting beat by a really good team.
Yeah.
For the juniors and Don Down, these guys, they're preparing themselves also for next year. I mean, we're not thinking about next year right now, but by the same token, those are things that always never leave your mind. It's not your last game. You get to come back again.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be interesting to see how we finish this out.
And here's the Lears kick. Again, another good one. Booms this one down to the 10.
Nice kick.
Gunner Ball takes that going to the right side, looking for some blocks, and does get it out across the 20 up to about the 24.
I would imagine we would see some second liners here pretty soon from Holton. No sense in playing your first line kids and perhaps getting them hurt.
Cause will begin their drive on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'd say pretty much all of the fourth quarter coming up, Mark. I would say you're going to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Two receivers to the left side, one to the right. Gunner Ball going to just give this one up the middle. There's Jesse Herman, busts through with some room. Herman runs hard across the 40.
That was a nice run.
The longest rush from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Well, and he had a nice seam, line did a good job up front. But the nice thing was, as soon as he cleared that first set, he was off.
So 1st and 10 play coming up here. Yeah, here comes the blitz. Quickly out to Ty Williams. Williams.
We have a hard time timing our block. Uh-oh. I think that number 58. I see one of their players escorting him off the field. Well, maybe not.
Well,
waiting to see what they call.
Usually they give a preliminary signal, but these guys are not exactly doing that. It's on Holton, so we'll see dead ball, foul, personal, unsportsmanlike conduct, it looks like.
Unsportsmanlike against the Wildcats.
He's, I think he and Wes are the ones that have mixing it up earlier.
They've been saying hello most of the night.
I think they've developed a real affinity for each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now 1st and 10 on the Wildcat 40.
Pass complete, far side, Jackson Payne.
See, that is right there what you were talking about though earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If that outside linebacker comes,
go that way,
and then throw that way.
Yeah. Because you're guaranteed one-on-one. That defender out there is either going to lock up and be on close pressure, so you can go deep, he's going to give you a cushion. You hook like Jackson did, and you take the hitch route.
Just takes a quick decision.
Right there again.
Nice tackle.
Same play, same result.
Well, this is the deepest penetration the Cause have had in the Holton territory since that first drive.
That first drive of the night.
Yep. Nice job, fellas.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 again for the Cause. Yeah, going to have some motion. Looks like, offsides are going to call on the Wildcats. So that press defense got a little too close to press.
Encroachment against the Wildcats.
Well, we'll take it.
I didn't get to say it. 1st and 5 has always been my favorite down and
I
distance.
like that down and distance,
yeah.
Is there a reason why we don't do that more often?
I don't know.
I don't know. Mm-mm.
Cause would feel a little better if they could at least, again, get some points on the board here. And got a first down the easy way there, like a little freeze count.
Well, you know, it's interesting because we go on that clap. That's the first time all game we've gone on second clap.
I noticed that. Mm-hmm. In fact, I was thinking about that earlier. Yep. Those are.
Yeah. Nice.
Unfortunately, it's a little bit late.
Yeah, but still.
It's right now.
Take what you can get here.
This is when it's time to do it now.
Pressure again. Gunner coming, flips it ahead out to Herman. That ball a little bit behind him that time.
Yeah,
couldn't get that one in.
In fact, that was just an outlet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was the right read. He had pressure coming, so.
Yeah. He was looking downfield, but nobody was there. I mean, they were there. They were just covered.
That time you saw Holton, the defensive backs of the corners and the safeties on the snap, they dropped in a 4 deep. So they were just going to play to keep it in front of them. Jesse Herman ahead.
Boy, just caught in the backfield from that
Yeah.
right side. They just came through.
Jesse Herman on the carry, Andrew Williamson on the stop.
Third down and 9 coming up. Ball setting about the 16.
Well, got him out of that defensive rhythm. Cause did a nice job of freezing, not moving with him. So there we go. Makes it a little bit more palatable. 3rd and about 4.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you're right. I mean, a pass could easily go to the end zone anyway, but getting a first down on the ground is a little tougher. This makes it easier.
Again, flips it ahead. Incomplete. Gets away from him to the left side.
Fourth down.
Well, 4th and 4. See if they can keep this drive going.
Yeah.
See if we can sniff
It'd be
that.
a shame to go all this way and not get any points out of it.
Yeah.
First down or a touchdown? I'd take the touchdown preferably, but
I'd run a freeze count again if you had to and see if you can draw them offside.
Oh.
And we moved that time.
Yeah, we lost it. Just got to learn. That's a young kid over there.
Yeah, it's a freshman. That's all right.
He's been playing there all year long, and he knows it. He needs to stay in there. But still, that's hard to do. And you see the defense moving, and if they get a tactical advantage on you, they're going to get to the quarterback. So that's a tough one.
All right. Now 4th and 9.
Something good's got to happen here.
Rolls to the right. Ball pump fakes. A lot of pressure. Now comes back to the left. Has to get rid of it. Heaves it up the back of the end zone. Knocked away by number 11, Matt Lears.
And that was a good defensive play, too.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
You know, he could have easily picked that one off, but he did the right thing and just knocked it down.
Wildcats will take over.
Well, so the Holton defense holds, and the Cause come up short again. Yeah. This wasn't much of a chance of that one. It was kind of surrounded. But they had to throw it. They had to do something with it.
Wildcats begin their drive on their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
We got a bunch of new faces in there.
Yeah,
I think.
that's what we should see. Looks like Lears is coming out from his quarterback spot, and I think that's Zeller, number 8, the senior, going in. Looks like Jace Boswell, number 20, still in at fullback. Booth still in at the left half. Give to Booth, left side. Booth spins around.
Booth got hit early, but he still
he keeps the
spun
feet
right
moving.
off of. Oh, he does.
That's the interesting thing about their backs. They just keep moving until they hit the ground. They're moving, feet moving, body parts moving, elbows moving, you name it.
I think when you run that offense, that's what your backs have to do. That.
Yeah.
2nd down and 7 play. Zeller gives up the middle, a lot of room for Booth. Booth breaks it across the 40. It's a foot race here between him and Gunnar Ball. Stop, move, shift back. Here comes the defense, catches up.
Garrison Booth on the carry.
Booth ought to be tired by now.
I would think.
I really didn't think he had quite as much in the tank there either. He's coming out.
Booth takes that one all the way up to the 47. So Wildcats are out of the hole there.
47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Gunnar did a nice job of just boxing him in and pushing him back to the inside where the rest of the team was.
Yeah.
Ready to help.
Right now looks like number 25, Hernandez, in
So
at that left halfback.
what's the stoppage of play for?
I don't know.
Jace Boswell, the fullback, is going to be lined up directly behind the quarterback, number 8, Zeller. Fletcher is lined up at the right wing. Motion going. I call a false start there.
False start on the left tackle. Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
I thought the left tackle moved, but
Oh, my.
okay.
I think our coaching staff is talking to that guy over there, too. Huh.
He didn't even move. What about the forward motion? I don't recall that.
I'd love to see that again.
Yeah, 1st and 5. Fletcher goes in motion. A little option play left side. Zeller going to keep it, head upfield.
Nice job by the cause.
Jake Zeller carrying the ball.
Zeller takes it up close to that marker. Come up a little short. Going to be a 2nd and 1 play. This should take us down to the end of the 3rd quarter here before this next play goes off. And that's the end of the third quarter. Let's take a well-needed break here. We'll be back to the start of the 4th quarter on this. The USD Live Media Stream is brought to you by Ham Company, a strong employer in Jefferson County for over 75 years, providing service in waste management, asphalt, road construction, and quarries. And McCray Lumber, with 2 convenient locations in Topeka and Lawrence. Be sure to call R.J. Brown at the Lawrence location or Travis Daniels at the Topeka location for all of your home improvement needs. And First State Bank and Trust, your local full-service bank with hometown pride. Let their friendly staff help you with loans, savings, and checking. And Crown Toyota. Whether you're looking for a new or used Toyota car, truck, or SUV, you'll find it at Crown Toyota in Lawrence. Contact the experienced staff at Crown Toyota and set up your test drive today.
Holton with the ball on the Perry Lecompton 44-yard line. 2nd down and about 1 to go. Come out in that broken bone, as they call it. They take one of their backs and split him out outside the tight end on this left side.
All right, 2nd down and short. Fletcher in motion going to the right side.
They did not get it.
Nope.
Nice job by, was that Jerry down on the bottom?
Yeah, Jerry, number 14. That was Brett Paramore. Ball carrier there was number 20, Jace Boswell.
Third down and 2.
Actually lose a little bit of large yardage on that one. Zeller takes a snap. There's that counter play to Fletcher going to the right side.
Jaden Fletcher carrying the ball. Good for a Holton Wildcat. Ball on the call, 38. 1st and 10.
Apparently they don't use a running clock.
I guess not. Low snap give. It's going to be Boswell coming to the left side. Good defensive play that time.
Nice tackle by Reiki Tooley there, number 4. Well, it might be running clock at 42.
Might be.
Or 45. No, they're not.
It might be 45. I think you could be right on that, Mark.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
Fullback. Yeah, I think with that throw, caught defender kind of threw him forward on that tackle. I think that was enough to give him a 1st down.
He certainly got it.
Good for Holton. Wildcat, 1st down.
Well, they certainly didn't need any help.
No. Yeah, ball setting right at the 25-yard line. Fullback. That's number 47, and we saw score a touchdown earlier this evening.
Hallour.
Yep.
Chase Howlauer.
Now the freshman,
Howlauer.
Tristan Gordon, in on that hit.
Second down and 8.
Second and 8 play for Holton. Well, their counter again. It's going to be Booth, right side. Going to try to put a move on ball.
He did.
Yep. Takes it down to the 10-yard line.
On that carry. Good for Holton Wildcat.
Boy, Holton just rotating players in and out, and each one of them seems to know the system pretty well, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Second back through, ball on the ground.
And Cause look like they have it. I think that Jerry jumped on it.
Yeah, I do too.
There we go. Cause have the ball.
Jerry or Walker?
Ball was recovered by
What was that?
Lecompton.
That is
No,
Walker.
that was Powell. I mean,
That is Powell,
79,
yeah.
the freshman.
Boy. Nice job, Cameron. That's the way to be around the ball. That pays dividends when you're around the ball. Good things happen. So, Cause cut a little bit of a defensive stand to get the ball back, and 90 yards to go.
That's almost the first mistake that Holton has made tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause
they
begins
played
their
a
drive in their
pretty
own
clean game.
9-yard line. First and 10.
There's your first down play. It's going to be a give to Jesse Herman, left side.
Not much there.
Nothing there.
That Holton front seven has been difficult to run against.
And you know, Mark, that's with a 3-man front.
Yeah. The linebackers come up in a hurry. I'm telling you, number 26 is, or number 20 rather,
Short gain,
is a
second
player.
and 9.
It's Jace Boswell and number 13 Booth kind of anchoring the inside of that defense from the linebacker spot. And quick play, Balls gets away from Williams, but he gets it back. Luckily to corral that one back in.
Well, I tell you, as good of a pass that was, that defender was there almost the same time.
There were two
yeah.
There were two defenders there. Yeah.
Loss on the play, third down.
Tough one for the Cause.
Oh, we need another one of those seam routes.
Yeah, we might see it. 3 receivers to the left side.
Here it
Inside
comes.
one might run that seam. And see, it's not about a seam, but he
First
got one
down.
on this
He got
side, and Gunner put it right on the money
is-
to 32 Jackson Payne.
Is that Payne's first reception tonight?
First
He
down.
had one earlier.
I thought he got
He
one,
did
maybe
have
two,
one
yeah.
down right down here.
And he had a couple of those hitches on the far side.
Yeah.
That's right, he did.
So the Cause come through with a first down. It'll look
He's-
nice.
22-yard line, first and 10.
I just know that he was deep open a few times, and we just didn't get to throw
Yeah.
it to him.
Yeah.
Of course, there's no way to. He's under pressure.
First down play. Boy, there's just nowhere to run up
Just
front. is there?
unblocked.
We're going
Just unblocked.
Carrying the ball.
right into the blitz, too.
Yeah.
See if we can find some score updates around here for you. Second down and 10 coming up. Ball looks, then pumps, then comes back to Herman. Herman takes it up to about the 25. Going to be
Jesse Herman on
about
the
7
carry.
yards
Tackled
short of
by
that
Caleb
first down
Hernandez.
marker.
Third down and 7.
Silver Lake 36, St. Mary's 24. Frontenac 21, Galena 6. Rossville 23, Nemaha Central 6.
Ooh, wow. Ouch.
That's big.
Nemaha would put up a little bit more of a fight than that.
Yeah. Third down play for the Cause.
Oh.
Pressure down. Nope, ball gets away. Ball gets away from him and all the way back to the 10.
Gunner has been under pressure the entire evening, fellas.
You're right.
Just kind of collapsed on him. That's too bad. So the Cause will end up punting yet again, and Holton will yet again have great field position.
All right, back deep for the Wildcats. That's 25, Hernandez. Low snap. Gets it away, low line drive punt. Fielded by Hernandez, and he's just going to down it right there.
Punt was fielded by Caleb Hernandez.
So 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game, and Holton leading 41-0. Or that's not the way Holton
Wildcats
works.
begin their drive on the Cause.
And the Cause may bring in a few players too, so we'll see. Well, maybe not. We don't have a ton of juniors and seniors.
No.
Not
and
a whole bunch of them over there. You're right.
Here's a 8-man score for you. Victoria 58, Caldwell 52. Tosser, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Sean's had some success down at Caldwell. He's been down there quite a number of years,
Yes,
too.
he has. Second down play coming up for the Wildcats. And a lot of new faces in that backfield. Second back through, number 6 carries that one.
Ball carried by Tucker Gilliland. Tackled by Parker Schmidt. Good for a Holton Wildcat.
Parker Schmidt got his shirt.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to grab anything that's there and just, gosh, slow them down a little bit.
First down play again. Tucker Gilland.
Jeremiah Monroe there to wrap him up and take him to the ground with help of a couple other people.
More new faces coming in to that Holton lineup. Snap, give, second back through.
Jesse Herman wrapping him up, driving him back.
Well, these guys are right up there on the line of scrimmage, ready to run.
They are. Third down play.
Second back.
Yeah.
Nice
Flag
job.
coming in. Yeah, about 3 minutes left in this one. Just reflecting back on the season. Again, you get through the regular season, 3 losses. Still overall, you have to say this was a successful year for the Cause. Do you guys agree?
I agree.
I'd say with all the people that we had to replace from the last 2 years, there's some kids that stepped in here and learned, especially some young kids too. So I think it's been a pretty good year. Of course, we've been spoiled the last couple of years.
We
making
have
it to
been.
the state final. That just doesn't happen every year.
No.
So
Really, when you think of 3 losses in the regular season this year,
yeah.
We had 3 losses the year we went to state.
Yeah,
a
that's
few
right.
years back. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just one win away from getting to the next level. That's obvious. But
Well, and I think, too, watching this Holton team tonight.
first back.
I think that this is going to be a team that could very well represent the east side of the state in that 3A state title game this year.
I agree. It's them or Hayden.
Yeah.
Both teams we played this year.
Well, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, and Arm and I kind of disagree about who that's going to be, but we'll have to wait till that game gets here, if they even get that far, either one of them. There's always
I agree.
somebody.
I would be surprised if they're not in the championship game, at least for this end of the state.
Well, it'd only be fitting that a Big 7 school be there, wouldn't
Exactly.
it?
That's right. Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of I'm not very objective.
Well, I think we would all pull that way because of the other school that might be there.
There's what I would call a typical Jesse Herman run.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jesse got a little help there from 78 Walker Pringle.
On offense. And, yeah, they threw the big bomb. I don't expect them to throw the big bomb. Their quarterback was very effective in the short game, too. And I think their defense is as solid, if not better, than Holton's defense. That would be my take on the game. So Armin will place a little bet on that, and my bet is going to be one M&M. Not even a bag of M&Ms.
I'll
just
put up
one
2 M&Ms against your one.
Yeah, see me one and raise me one, huh? That's all right.
That's Gunner Ball there on the left side. That might be a fun one for us to kind of get together and watch.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find somebody streaming that game when it comes up.
Yeah.
And if they need any help, gosh, I know some.
Well, the interesting thing about it is it'll be a local game. It wouldn't be difficult to go to.
That's true.
It's either going to be at Hayden and Topeka, or it'll be here. So, and I know which side of the field I'd be sitting on.
Block on that.
Yeah. He just missed it. Had he have made it, we'd have gotten that first down.
It's a timing issue, really, as much as anything.
So he might as well go for it here. I mean, what the heck?
Loss on the play, 4th down.
4th down and 4, and with a game out of hand with a minute and 10 seconds
As we move
left.
toward the end of the game, we'd like to remind you fans, you must remain in the stands for the presentation of the trophies.
I think we will.
Oh, just fell. He fell.
Yeah, that was intended for Evan
Gottstein,
right? Number 15.
Just kind of tripped in that long grass out there. So the Cause will turn the ball over with 50.6 seconds left to Holton Wildcats, who have played exceedingly well. I think we would all agree on that up here tonight. They've played. They haven't showed too many weaknesses, if any, fellas.
No, I didn't see a lot. Yeah. I saw a team that should strike fear into the hearts of those defenses that or offenses that they have to play.
Yeah.
Good balance between all the backs and the quarterback tonight again.
Yeah. Well played.
Yeah. It's like Holton's going to go into the old victory formation here.
Yep. That's the classy thing to do, actually.
Yeah. Looks like this might be one more knee, and this will
have to be
over.
one more.
Yeah. Clock winds down. Looks like there's about a few seconds. That ought to be it.
That will do it. And your final from here in Holton is going to be Holton Wildcats 41, Perry Lecompton 0. This was just a dominated performance by Holton.
I have to admit, I'm a little bit surprised that they were able to shut us out.
Yeah,
I thought we might be able to score 2 or 3. But,
well, two down on the goal line, and we were our own worst enemy part of the time in that respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for.
Well, this will bring a close to the football season for the Perry Lecompton Cause. However, Mark, don't know, are you interested in doing some basketball games this year?
I think so. We'll just have to sit down and see if you want to travel, or we got kind of spoiled staying at home the last couple of years too. So we'll see. We'll get some announcement out there sometime and bring you the play-by-play. And I think Bob, my good friend from Minnesota, Bob Tust, has volunteered to come along and do some stuff with his schedule not being so difficult this year. So we'll have to touch base with him too. So, but that'll be 2 or 3 weeks down the road, and we'll be right into that too. So
yeah, it won't be long. It'll be here. So
for the Caw faithful,
you betcha. Well, folks, thank you very much. It's been a fun season. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we had. Mark, Armin, been fun to do it one more time.
It is. It's a blast, Armin, isn't it?
Yep. And I hope to see. I hope to be able to do this again next year.
Oh yeah, that I think something we're already looking forward to. We just all just have a great time doing this. And JB and Armin, I must admit that you guys make it really a pleasure for me to come along on this and just sit here and be with you guys. It's absolutely fun. That's all there is to it.
Feelings mutual on that, Mark.
Same here,
without a doubt.
And we're glad that you're here with us for the last game as opposed to last week when we missed you. So. All right. Good job, guys.
And for Will too. It's been a pleasure to get to know him better this year and see him do some wonderful things on the computer system. So it's awesome.
And a big thank you again to Will Gantz with putting all that technology together. You guys got to see some of that stuff on with those nice graphics. So Will, we certainly appreciate that. And thanks for Casey Elliott back tonight again on the camera. Good to have her back up there. So, well, folks, that'll be it for us. We're going to sign off here from Holton, Kansas. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in basketball season. Have a good evening.